Can I have a volunteer light a candle? Yes. Yeah. Yes. Anyone else like to light a candle? Please sit down. Well, so before we start our chanting and meditation, we are going to have a very small ceremony, the birthday blessing ceremony. We'd like to take the opportunity to extend our loving kindness and our good wishes to our members when they are having their birthdays. So today I would like to invite our beloved Rich to come forward and this light this candle. Yes. Can you sit for a moment?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, so today we every one of us here want to take this opportunity to wish Rich a very very happy and healthy birthday, and also especially good health and physical strength and mental clarity and continuous growth in your spiritual practice. So we deeply appreciate your commitment to this spiritual practice and your loving kindness and friendliness to everyone here, and then also your generosity to help everyone here to help the Buddhist Center. So, with deep gratitude, we all wish and chant, Rich, to receive the blessings of the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, and to be blessed with complete good health, strength, and courage. May the blessings of the Buddha be with Rich. May the blessings of the Dhamma and Sangha be with Rich, and by the power of these blessings, may Rich be surrounded by all the good luck and prosperity, and particularly good health. May Rich be well, happy, strong, and healthy. Bhavatu Sabbha Mangalam Rakkantu Sabbha Devata Sabbha Buddhanubhavene Sada Sutti Bhavantu Te Bhavatu Sabbha Mangalam Rakkantu Sabbha Devata Sabbadhammanubhavena Sada Sutthi Bhavantu Te Bhavatu Sabbha Mangalam Rakkantu Sabbha Devata Sabbha Sanghanubhavena Sada Sutthi Bhavantu Te. Stand up. Okay, please touch the plate and wish him happy birthday. All the blessings for the best birthday. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Dear spiritual friends, before we start our meditation, let us do our regular chanting. Please turn to page number 5 of your chanting book. Salutation to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. The three refuges. Buddham saranam gacchami. Dhammam saranam gacchami. Sangham saranam gacchami. Dutiyampi Buddham saranam gacchami. Dutiyampi Dhammam saranam gacchami. Dutiyampi Sangham saranam gacchami. Tatiyampi Buddham saranam gacchami. Tatiyampi Dhammam saranam gacchami. Tatiyampi Sangham saranam gacchami. Next page. 5 precepts. Anādipātā vēramaṇī sikkhapadam samādhiyāmi. Adinādāna vēramaṇī sikkhapadam samadhiyāmi. Kāmesu micchācārā vēramaṇī sikkhapadam samadhiyāmi. Musāvādā vēramaṇī sikkhapadam
samadhiyami.
Affirmative vows based on 5 precepts. Being
Being
aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I want to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and heedfulness. Next page. Homage to the Buddha.
Itipiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vidyacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhammasarati Satta deva manussanam buddho bhagavati.
Homage to the Dhamma.
Sanghato bhagavata dhammo sanditthiko akaliko Enipassiko opanayiko pancantang veditammo vinyohiti.
Homage to the Sangha.
Supadipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho Ujjupatipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho Nyāyapatipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho Samīci patipanno bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho Yadidaṃ cattārī purisa yugāni Ante purisa pungalā Esa bhagavato sāvaka saṅgho Ahuneyo, pahuneyo, dakhineyo, anjali karaniyo, anuntaram punyam kettam lokan sati. Sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu. Next page. Offerings. Offering of light.
Ghanasaram padintena dīpena tamatam sina tilokadīpam sambuddhaṃ Pujayami tamodam.
Offering of incense.
Gandha sambhara yuntena dupe සුගන්ධිනා පූජයේ පූජනීයං තං පූජා භාජන මුත්තමං
Offering of flowers.
වන්න ගන්ධ ගුණෝපේතං ඒතං කුසුම සන්තතින් පූජයාමි මුනින්දස්ස සිරිපාද සරෝරුහේ පූජේමි බුද්ධං කුසුමේන නේන පුඤ්ඤේන මේතේන ලබාමි මොක්ඛං උප්පං මිලායාති යථායි ධම්මේ කායෝ තථායාති විනාශ භාවං
Offering of water.
ආදිවාසේතුනෝ බන්තේ පානීයං පරිකම්පිතං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පටිගන්නාතු උත්තම
Offering of drinks.
ආදිවාසේතුනෝ බන්තේ ගිලාන පංචයන්නිමං අනුකම්පං උපාදාය පටිගන්නාතු උත්තම
Worship of shrines.
වන්දාමි චේතියං සම්බන් සම්බතානේ සුපතින්තිතං සාරීරික ධාතු මහා බෝධින් බුද්ධ රූපං සකලං සදා
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Wish of well-being.
Namaste Mano Radhananda Yan Punyami Sangam Vipulan alantan tansaya bhave
Reflections on the teaching of the Buddha in English. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind will die. If one is fixed or acts with an impure mind, suffering follows like the wind that follows the foot of the ox. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind Nindadi. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like one's own shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent actions towards others, and equality towards all beings and all things. These bonds of sympathy function in the world like the link in a moving car. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should remove their impurities as the smith removes the rust from silver. For one who mindfully develops boundless loving kindness, mental defilements are weakened, and the freedom from clinging is seen. All conditions things are impermanent. When one sees this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All things are not self. When one sees this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Okay, let us together practice our loving kindness meditation and meditation on breathing. So we all have got this opportunity to support each other. This very interesting way of supporting each other but doing nothing. Being silent and committed to our own practice is encouragement and support to the next person to practice. So we'll support each other, encourage each other, and give our support to develop our loving kindness and mindfulness. Two qualities really important in our life. Loving kindness will help us to cultivate our inherent potential to love, to accept, to our goodwill. It will cultivate and develop and strengthen it. It will develop our heart. And then mindfulness will allow us to have more clarity, more discernment, more insight, and it will develop our understanding. So it's a balanced development that we do to both sides of the brain. So let us make a commitment that today, first we will rejoice. Let us take a moment to rejoice your decision to come here. It requires a decision, it requires an effort to come here. You could have been doing so many other things at this hour, but you make a decision and you made an effort to come here and rejoice that effort. Because whatever skills, qualities that we are developing here is going to benefit us a lot in our life and also benefit many others that we meet in our lives. So, with that, rejoice. Make a determination that I will engage in this meditation wholeheartedly. I will make use of this gathering, this guidance, and this wholesome space, and I will engage in a committed practice. With that determination, let us listen to the sound of the bell and to the chant. Throughout the bell and the chant, gather your attention to this moment and feel your body, how you feel it right now. Where you have pressed muscles, feel them. Where you have touch sensation with your clothes, feel them. And be in your body throughout the bell and the chant.
Dear spiritual friends, we just chanted Namo Buddhaya, which means pay homage to the Buddha. You can still hear the sound of chanting resounding in your mind. Listen to your mind. With that soothing sound of chanting, let's settle down right here, in front of the Buddha. Sit comfortably, adjusting your body into a meditative posture, keeping your upper body somewhat upright and chin somewhat parallel to the floor. Your both palms are resting on your lap. You can keep your both eyes closed gently. Now take a moment to feel how you are keeping your body. Feel the entire body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. From the tips of your toes to the tips of your fingers. Deeply feel the body and relax. Relax your body. Feel each and every parts of the body. The feet, the lower legs, upper legs, back muscles, belly muscles, chest muscles, and relax. to relax your chest area and both shoulders. You can take a deep breath slowly and hold it for a while and slowly breathe out. Feel the relaxation in your chest area while you are breathing out. Feel your upper arms, lower arms, palms, fingers, and fingertips. Feel the neck area, facial muscles, the forehead, and the top of your head. And relax. Relax your body. Relax your body. Relax your body. Now you are in relaxed posture. Everything is peaceful. Feel the present moment. Being right here. Be with your body. Now you can find out your mind, your present mind. Find your mind and observe what is going on in your mind in this moment. What is really happening in your mind? Thoughts. You may have various types of thoughts popping up in your mind one after the other. Just like people, things, memories. Thoughts appear in your mind. They are just thoughts. Observe all these thoughts and notice them. Some thoughts are pleasant, some thoughts are unpleasant. Some thoughts are wholesome, some thoughts are unwholesome. No matter what they are, just let them occur in your mind. But observe mindfully and notice without any judgment or cultivating of any of these thoughts. Observe and notice whether they are related to past, future, or present. Observing and noticing the thoughts, you understand the nature of your mind, how thoughts occur in your mind. With this understanding, now you can generate whatever wholesome thought in your mind. Purposefully, you can cultivate wholesome thoughts. In this meditation, we are cultivating the thoughts of loving kindness, wishes of loving kindness, loving friendliness, wishing everyone else to be well, happy and peaceful. To cultivate boundless loving kindness, you have capacity within yourself, the potential within yourself. You are going to cultivate unconditional love, limitless love, compassion. You can start cultivating these wishes of loving kindness from yourself first. Think about yourself. Feel your body and mind. Think about your life. Feel the person sitting right here, this being. You deserve loving kindness. Genuinely make the wishes of loving kindness for yourself. Mindful listening to the guidance, repeating it in your mind. Cultivate loving kindness. Be with the guidance. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. May I be safe. Be healthy. Be healed. Be healed. Be healed. May my mind be well. Be healthy. Be healed. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. Be peaceful. May I have a happy mind. May I have a happy mind. May I have a happy mind. Generate loving kindness and radiate throughout your body, wishing a healthy body. May my body be healthy. Be healthy. Be healed. Be healed. Be healed. Radiate loving kindness into each and every parts of the body, from the skin to the internal organ of your body. May the skin of my body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. May the muscles and the bones of my body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. Radiate loving kindness into all the internal functions, the organs, and the systems in your body. Even in this moment, they are functioning for you. Appreciate that support to maintain your healthy life. Deeply appreciating that support. Radiate loving kindness into all the systems in your body. The respiratory system, the vital function of the body, the cardiovascular system, cardiac muscles, the digestive system, the genitourinary system, the central nervous system, peripheral nervous system, the immune system, the brain, all the sensory organs. May all these systems, the organs, and all the functions in my body be healthy, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. May I have a healthy body. May I have a healthy body. May I have a healthy body. Observe your present mind. It's full of loving kindness. You are full of loving kindness. Now it's time to expand your loving kindness beyond yourself. The loving kindness you are generating is boundless, no limits. Now let's expand our loving kindness to all others, the same wishes that you made for yourself. Now let's extend them to all beings without exception, to everyone else. Let's start from right here. Think about all these friends who are practicing this meditation with you. Let's share our loving kindness with each other. May all these spiritual friends who are practicing this meditation with me be well, be healthy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. While you are extending the wishes of loving kindness, feel the loving kindness they are sending to you. May all these friends be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. Now let's expand our loving kindness beyond this room. Wherever you are practicing this meditation, think about who are staying close by you, your family members. Think about them, your relatives, friends, neighbors, co-workers, anyone else in your life. May all of them be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. Now let's expand our loving kindness beyond the circle of the beloved ones. Let's make the same wishes of loving kindness to all other beings, not only human beings, to all the animals, to all the other creatures, visible or invisible, large ones, tiny ones, living near or far away places. Expand your loving kindness more and more. May all beings living in this neighborhood be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. Extend your wishes of boundless loving kindness into all beings living in neighboring neighborhoods, in this city, in neighboring cities, in this country, in this world, in this universe. There are so many beings who are suffering due to many conditions, even in this moment. Extend your genuine wishes of loving kindness for them. wishing them to be healed, to be peaceful. Sitting right here, you can extend your wishes of loving kindness into every direction, into the direction of the front, back, left, right, above and below. May all beings who are living in every direction be well, be happy, be peaceful, be peaceful, be peaceful. May all beings be safe, be healthy, be healed, be healed, be healed. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. Repeat it in your mind and cultivate loving kindness for all beings. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. Observe your mind. Feel how loving kindness made your mind peaceful. You are peaceful and relaxed now. Now you can gently move your attention into your breath. To practice breathing meditation for next few minutes as a silent meditation. If you have changed your posture, better you keep your upper body somewhat upright and chin somewhat parallel to the floor. Keeping your body in this posture, take a deep breath slowly and slowly breathe out while feeling the area in between your upper lip and nostrils. Keep your awareness there and feel how you breathe in and how you breathe out. Until you hear the sound of the bell, mindfully breathe in and mindfully breathe out. Be with your breath. You are in last few minutes in your meditation. Make your full effort to be with the breath. Mindfully breathe in, mindfully breathe out. Before you come to the end of your meditation, take 10 mindful breaths. Count 10 breaths and take mindful breaths. Dukkappattaca Nidukkha Bhayapattaca Nibbaya Sukappatace Nisuka Huntu sabbepi Paninu May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of your meditation and gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. Let's take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have this peaceful meditation in our life. And let's deeply feel grateful to all the enlightened masters and the teachers in the past who transmitted this wisdom, this teaching from generation to generation. And also, you can appreciate the guidance and the instructions you received for this meditation today. And let's deeply feel grateful anyone else who supported us to practice this meditation peacefully and who arranged this place for you, cleaned this place for you, who are taking care of this center for you. Let's deeply feel grateful for them. And even these non-living things we are using for our meditation. Let's appreciate that support. The chair, the cushion you are sitting on, this bell, these devices, deeply feeling gratitude to everyone and everything. To conclude our meditation, let's say sadhu 3 times together.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Nice to have you all for the meditation. Yeah. Thank you, Bante, for the guidance and chanting. Yes. Any sharing or questions on your practice?
The question, okay,
Yes.
on behalf of a spiritual friend of mine, how do we avoid attachment to non-attachment? Getting obsessed with this non-attachment. Somebody asked me, I don't have a good answer in the moment. I know the Buddha has a simile of a raft.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of
How to get rid attachment to non-attachment?
get rid of it. Yeah.
Are you actually attached to non-attachment? I think if we if we attach to non-attachment, if we have such an experience, actually what does it mean is actually we have attached to concept of non-attachment, not the actual non-attachment.
And maybe the wish of practicing to achieve non-attachment,
Attachment.
states of non-attachment,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, like a desire.
Desire,
Yeah.
yes, desire.
I think it's non-attachment is letting go. Right? Letting go, letting go means let it to be. Right? But we can when we learn, before we really let go of anything, when we learn these concepts, we can create an ideal or perfected image of non-attachment. Right? And then we can have desire for that, and we can have a concept or image of non-attachment, and then you are struggling to achieve that, maybe faster than the gradually how you can be. Even of course Buddhism encourage and appreciate non-attachment, but it doesn't ask you to like give up everything and run away from the world. And there's no such advice, right? It's always a gradual path, right? And sometimes people come and say, Bante, how can I let go of attachment to my family members? Okay, first you let go of your attachment to lie. First, I mean, so we are very hurry to let go of our attachment. about our family members, but there are so many other habitual patterns in our life that we should let go before that. Don't be hurried to let go or this. I mean, maybe remove the attachment to your family. That may be the last, but first we have to get rid of attachment to our own habits, on our tendency to lie, in our tendency to you know indulge. So I think there are so many other layers of things that we can let go. So maybe any sharing. And yes.
Yeah. Of course, I do practice Hinduism,
Yeah.
and I started practicing meditation. Like, I wouldn't call it like a structured meditation, but it's more of, being in silence. But in my spiritual journey, to the question of non-attachment, right? This is my experience that I'm sharing. Um, what I've experienced is, right, during the spiritual journey, I'm not hooked on to the thought of, okay, I have to detach myself from all of this. But during this journey, I am seeing that I'm going through transformation, where slowly I'm not feeling
In
the desire to go and buy things, or it's more of how do I find the my seeking is more towards desire for calm and silence, rather than I could see the transformation happening organically, rather than me forcing that to detach myself from the worldly desires.
Excellent. Yeah, that's a very natural and gradual path. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Excellent.
happening organically is what I experienced.
Yeah. Definitely, when we practice, meditation, we experience peace and we understand the, joy of it. And it's not usually we associated joy with excitement, with indulgence. I mean, of course, we get, some form of joy with excitement and indulgence too. But when we experience, different kinds of joy through calmness, through silence, and also following precepts. For example, precepts are also moral principles that we let go of complications in life, right? So we experience relative peace, and then when we start to develop, like when we experience that peace, we will automatically try to let go of the things that will complicate our life, that give more burden to us, right? So yeah, I think you use the word organically, that's a great word, right? Yeah. Yes.
Yes, question, Bhante.
Yeah.
So this week when we were practicing thinking about impermanence,
Yeah. Yes.
it felt great to think about until today. I just got news right before coming here that a beloved sister-in-law of mine is losing a fight with cancer.
Losing.
Yeah, so the cancer's come back. And so as I was meditating today, I was thinking it's much easier to think about impermanence with someone who appears healthy. I mean, we know, right, that we don't know what's going to happen. But in the Buddhist sort of world,
Yeah.
how do we sit with
this? Yeah. Yeah, definitely challenging. Yeah. Of course, I was going to ask, how did you do our, last assignment, because the last challenge was reflecting impermanence. So I got a similar feedback yesterday also. It was easy because I asked people to take a moment and, look at something that you really treasure and say it is already broken. And the feedback I got, they can do it with, things, the things, but how we can do with people. I didn't ask you to think about the person is already broken. Yes, but it's challenging. Yes, yeah. I think it has to be organic, like gradual. So we can start with reflecting impermanence on things, the things that we love, and then we contemplate the impermanence and stability, gradual change happening, all these things. So before it really happened, before it break, we contemplated the inherent impermanence. inherent potential for it to break. That's why Ajahn Chah said that my cup is already broken when it is really perfect. But he contemplated that it's already broken because it has this inherent impermanence there. So we can start with that, and then once we are very strong, we are strong with that understanding, then we can move to other levels. Yeah. I think when it comes to loved ones, people, and it's really a shocking, you know. But I think what we have to pay attention, what we can do. So one is like how to process that information within ourselves, and then what we can do, right? So so whether we like it or not is going to happen, right? So I think when it comes to people, reflecting impermanence, because one about people really helps us to love them deeply. So that is what we are going to talk today, briefly. Yeah, because I mean, we quarrel with people, we argue with people, we get angry with people, we stop communicating with people for some time, we do all these things, and underline that either we think that those whatever the bad incident we had, and we think that the people are like that forever, whatever, so we have a fixed image of the person, which is not real too, right? So it's impermanence means people are moving and changing, their attitudes change, their behavior change, but we tend to take people more as fixed beings. So therefore we have one moment of disappointments, one moment of even cheating is enough for us to to be away from that person. But in reality, no one is fixed. There are certain tendencies that are maybe enduring than the others, but everyone is moving and changes. We have to give that. We have to give that. Um, uh, we have to give that permission, not permission. That is so. Whenever we reflect on impermanent, it helps us to understand that all the people were very bad and angry at one time doesn't mean that they are like that all the time. Second thing is actually no one is going to be there forever. I think with people we take many things for granted. So when we contemplate impermanence with regard to people, we tend to like if you really feel loving to a person, grateful to a person, just don't wait, say it. You never know whether you will meet that person next week. Your life is such, right? So the contemplating impermanence on people will help us to like be more loving, and then don't hold grudges because of the single incidents happen, and think about people are like changing and moving. They may not be the same person after a few months, so sometime later, and also we'll not have the chance to meet them again. Don't be stingy, just say whatever you feel. So with regard to that kind of news, of course, definitely everyone, of course, I think, I mean, of course, if someone is diagnosed with, terminal illness, that doesn't really make a big difference in life. We all are terminal. I mean, we don't have terminal illness, but we all are destined to die. Don't you think that we all have terminal illnesses? But at least person who has a terminal illness have some idea, how long they can live, so they can really manage. We have no idea. So we have no priorities, no plan. We will just waste our time without knowing. We think that we have 100 more years. Who knows? Right? So whenever we have such a person, I think maybe we can definitely help that person. Not to feel upset or angry. I mean, just to like turn it to a blessing. Have you heard that the famous speech called the last speech by CMU professor? Yeah, you were from CMU, right? Yeah. Can you share that a little bit? Yeah. Anyone remember?
I know that it was a professor, I believe.
Yes.
At Carnegie Mellon, and he knew that he was dying,
Yeah.
and he gave a public lecture to the CMU community
Yeah.
about his experience.
Yeah. I mean, the whatever rest of the time he has to live, how he's going to live that, and how he's accepting that, right?
Right, and it was very inspiring. So,
So let's empathize, and then let's maybe you can help that person. Definitely, yeah. Okay, so anyone else like to share how did you practice the challenge? Yes.
Yeah, similar way. I think everybody probably creeps in other people, loved ones. I think you start with probably a cup, and then it may go to a close person.
Yeah.
For me, it was my daughter, my wife, stuff like that, which is hard. But something that's always stuck with me with acceptance and permanence is you accept it, but you don't resign yourself to the situation. You make the most of it. But, it's
Yeah.
kind of a cliche way of saying it, but that always stuck with me that you can accept that it's good thing, bad thing, whatever. You don't resign to that situation. Yes, this bad thing happened. That's the end of it. It's for you. It's you make the best of it. I don't know. Kind of rambling at this point, but that stuck with me. Not resigning yourself, you accept it, and whether that means you take an action or you just live in that moment. Is the way to approach it. So.
Thank you for sharing that. So impermanent doesn't necessarily mean loss. It means transformation. It means change. Children do not stay the same.
Yeah.
They keep
better or
changing.
worse.
Yes. So accepting that change and transformation is so helpful. Okay, so today, since we are done with our rain retreat, now we are free to travel, Bante.
And we are also free of the challenges.
Yeah. But if you really enjoy those challenges, like mindful driving, maybe every traffic light is a red light. Red light is a moment to take a nice deep in breath and wish well-being to people around you. So every red light is a time for meditation. How wonderful, right? So you can still continue with that. Mindful eating the first 5 bites of your meal very mindfully, and chew how many times? 20, at least 20 times. And those things we can definitely continue. And take mindful, breath, 3 breaths, with your coffee in the morning. Yes. And so today I would like to start. Now I was talking with our Bante Ratanavansa, and this is Bante Ratanavansa, and he's my very good friend. We know each other for how many years, Bante? For how many years we know each other? 20 years? Yes, around 20 years. So this is his first visit to the US, and he hasn't even been to the Washington DC yet, but I'm planning to bring him. So he's the first visit to the US, and first city he witnessed is the city of Pittsburgh. I brought him to Mount Washington and let him see the whole city. I say that you are seeing the city with most number of bridges in the world. Yeah. So anyway, so Bante will be with us for a few weeks. So I was discussing with him what we can discuss today. Bante decided to go through Metta Sutta. Metta Sutta. We once went one round, but I think we still can go back again. So I thought that since our challenges are over, we will study this sutra. In the chanting book. So this is one of the important sutra given by the Buddha. So, so we can gradually talk, the contents of this sutra, because I think even as I told you, the impermanence, actually, the proper way of contemplating impermanence move us to love, like love more, because we start to like take things less seriously, and then we appreciate the vulnerability of everyone and everything. So we start to like treasure every moment, and then we start to feel grateful, and then we have, it gives you more opportunity, more motivation to love, love in the sense of unconditional, universal love. So this particular sutra is called the Metta, is the name for universal love, not only for Bhante Metta, but Metta or Maitri is the term for universal love or unconditional love. And one other translation would be goodwill. I think people have really difficulty understanding, when you practice loving kindness meditation, one way to cultivate what we call metta in our heart, that is the quality, is to wish well-being to others. So wish well-being to others. Sometimes people, whenever you hear the word love, people have this sense of, if you love others, that means you have to, approve whatever they are doing. You have the sense of, or maybe you go and embrace them, right? So if you take, love in that sense, love means embracing others. Love means, approving what they are doing, fully in with them. Then it will be very hard for us to love every living being, every person, because there are so many people who are doing things that we cannot really approve at all, right? And then we don't have feeling of embracing them, because maybe they may be harmful to others. So people have hard time. How can I, develop loving kindness to those people maybe doing harmful things? But we can, because what we really mean by metta is not really, approving what they are doing. It's not really going and hugging them and embracing them. It's simply a goodwill, simply a genuine wish of well-being, even to people who are hurting and harming others. That means at least wishing them, if someone is hurting and harming others, we know for sure, they haven't really understood the value of humanity, and they are clouded, they are misguided, they are blind in the sense, right? And and can we at least wish them well-being, that they themselves be settled, and then they will not hurt others, harm others, right? Anyone who's hurting, harming others are actually in pain in themselves. Don't you think so? People who are hurting and harming others, do you think that they're so happy and joyful they go and hurt and harm others? Not the case most of the time, and they are in an inner pain. They don't know how to handle it. They blame others for that pain, and so they find someone to blame. So they project their their pain, and they don't know how to handle it. So they have anger about it, and then they project that anger to others. So therefore, when we practice loving kindness, so practicing loving kindness doesn't mean that we approve what others are doing. Doesn't mean that we go and embrace them. It really means that we have a genuine wish, genuine willingness for everyone to be well, everyone to be peaceful, everyone to have clarity of the mind. We can have it even to a serial killer. Don't you think so? I mean, those are the ones who really have to have that wish, right? May they truly find their inner peace. May they truly, at least, usually whenever people say that they have hard time of wishing well-being and wishing loving kindness, I say, okay, if you cannot really wish those people to be happy, at least can you wish those people to be wiser? right? You can start with that, you know. And particular person maybe have hurt you a lot. He has given you so much pain, so much, you know, pain to you. You don't want that person to be happy because that person has given me so much suffering. But we still can wish that person to be wiser. Then they will not hurt me again. Right? Yeah. So anyway, so that is what we really mean by, you know, metta, that goodwill, that genuine willingness. So we can wish that to anyone, even to people who are doing things that we don't approve and we cannot really agree with. We can still wish them to be, you know, well. So so that is loving kindness. Let us try to Bhante how far we can go today. Yeah. So we will start with, you know, the verse number 1. We will not try to cover everything, but here there's an interesting term. In Loving Kindness Sutra has many, at least have, you know, maybe 4 important parts. Although it's like a one sutra, there are important parts. First important part is actually mentioning about 14, right, Bhante?
14. Yeah.
Yeah, 14 important qualities that we need to develop in order to have an effective practice of loving kindness. So before we really develop our loving kindness, maybe in order for our loving kindness to be perfect, to be, you know, complete, we have to have 14 other qualities in our life. So the first part of sutta is about those 14 qualities. Before even we wish well-being to others, we have to establish ourselves in those 14 qualities. And so let's read the translation of that. You know, verse number 1. He who is skilled, yeah, we can read together. He who is skilled in working out one's well-being, and one who wishes to attain the state of peace should act thus. He should be adroit, straight, upright, obedient, gentle, and humble. So you get the idea of the different qualities, right? So, but here, but before we come to qualities, that's interesting, you know, praise here. He who is skilled in working at one's well-being and who wishes to attain the state of peace. And that person should act like this. The way it is presented is actually, this is more like an invitation. And the Buddha is not really saying that, okay, you should practice loving kindness. That's not going to work. You know? And that is not how the Buddha will act, right? There are no commandments. You know? So what Buddha is saying that those who wishes to be in peace, those who wishes to attain the state of peace, and those who are skilled in working out one's own well-being, and this is the way to act. So it's more like an invitation. And so that is interesting, you know, way we start. But here I would like to, you know, pay attention. You know, in the second one we have the word yantang santang. Santang is a term for peace. Sant, and sometimes we call shanti as peace. So we have Santa, the peaceful one. Yeah, that's it's coming from, you know, Santa. So so actually here the Santam Padang, the state of peace, stand for actually Nibbana, the complete, you know, like a highest state of peace, that is Nibbana or Nirvana. So those who wishes that kind of peace, and those who is also skilled in working out one's well-being, atta kusala. Atta kusala, you know, atta is the well-being or a benefit. Kusala means skillful. So one who's skillful in working out one's own well-being should you know, cultivate these qualities, and then we can move into practice loving kindness. So the first quality we are going to discuss today is called sakko in Pali, and it is translated here as adroit. Can someone give me a synonym for adroit? Nice.
Firm.
Yeah, okay. Bante, what is the meaning of sakko? Sakko, yeah. Maybe, yeah.
We can follow Buddha's way.
Yes. Yeah, that very word sakko means ability, right?
Hmm.
Able.
Yeah.
Maybe simple. I think this is like using a very specific technical term here. Able. Maybe one good translation, right? But able. Sakko means hekiawa. Puluhan means able.
බුදුදහමේ ප්‍රතිපදාව පුහුණු කරන්න
Karanga තියෙන
හැකියාව.
hekiawa. So Bante is saying that is okay, ableness. Can you say ableness? Is there one? Yeah, okay. The ableness to follow the path of spiritual path.
Did you say still skillful?
Yeah, we can say skillful. Yeah. Daksha කියන එක නේද? Clever, maybe yeah, skillful, clever, able,
Capable.
capable. I think this quality is so important. The Buddha has given us like the foremost quality, the first quality, because sometimes we think that spiritual practice is some kind of but inactive kind of practice, like like letting go, like you don't want to involve with anything, and like a withdrawal, right? That is the general idea, right? Spiritual practice is something that you withdraw, you become complacent, yeah. But I think Buddha says if you really are interested in achieving this peace, and if you are really interested in your own well-being, first thing, be sakko, be an able person. I think that should be the meaning of adroit. Being an able person. Yeah. Bhante is saying that what we really mean by able here is actually our ability to commit to this practice, and our ability to distinguish what is beneficial to us and what is not beneficial to us. I mean, just let's take a simple example, right, Bhante? When we think about food, we can eat all kinds of food, but we can develop our ability to distinguish what food are good for us and what food are not good for us. It doesn't mean the appearance of the food. It doesn't. I mean, even maybe the taste may not be even part of it. Taste also good, but in order to distinguish, what food are beneficial, what food are not beneficial, we have to have some capacity. So in the same way in our life, what kind of behaviors are beneficial? Beneficial to what? Beneficial to one's own well-being, beneficial or supportive to that peace, deep peace. So we should be able to distinguish which behaviors, which habits are conducive to that well-being, that peace, and which are not. Certain behaviors may be very attractive. Certain habits may be very, very indulgent. But in long run, if they're not, conducive to that, true well-being and inner peace. So our ability to distinguish that, so it's so important, such a good big, so that's one part of that ability, being able to distinguish, and which maybe even distinguish, what kind of people I should be around with and what kind of people I should keep a distance. You don't have to be angry with anyone, but you can maintain space and distance. That ability. So, Bhante, can we say that this sakko is like is in opposition to laziness?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is related to particularly this quality in this sutra, mostly related to make easy to develop, cultivate loving kindness. When one is not lazy and maybe able to do what not everything, not to be the perfect of, not to be the
Everything.
perfect. We don't need to be perfect in any area, but to some extent, how to manage maybe day-to-day things or something like that. But
Yeah. Yes, definitely. We will not be able to truly, be in, loving kindness if we are not able in managing our day-to-day life well, right?
Yeah.
If everything is a mess,
yeah.
it's very difficult for us to truly practice loving kindness, right? So we should be very proactive in that sense, right? Very active.
මොකල් වීවිය අකුසල
Hmm.
ප්‍රධාන ඒ හතට තියෙනවා
Someone there. But yeah, so Bante is reminding me that when we talk about effort, right effort, we talks about 4 types of effort. One is we put an effort to not to repeat whatever mistakes we have done in our life, and also not to continue to grow the defilements, let's say bad defilements in our life. So to make an effort to remove what is already existing. Other one is make an effort to prevent the things that I have not, maybe make an effort not to do things not to do the mistakes that we have done so far, or not to, allow defilements to arise which has not dominated us so far. So removing existing ones and preventing the thing that has not arisen. The third one is cultivating the good ones that we haven't, developed yet. And then the last one is maintaining the already good ones that we are doing. So removal, prevention, and cultivation and maintenance. Are the 4 F's. So it's related to that practice. Yeah, I think even to be like truly be loving, loving and kind, it's also we have to be active also. If you really want to be, loving and kind and practice loving kindness in our true practice, we have to be very active also. Like sometime we have to come forward and help person. Some person is in trouble. Where some person is stranded on the highway. I mean, not highway, but maybe along the way. If it is opportunities there, but maybe should be very capable and coming out and be forward. Sometimes helping requires certain courage. Did you hear the Bante Sankhya's story? Well, yeah. Yeah, maybe you can watch our live stream.
The
Right,
robe offering ceremony, the
Yeah.
talk given by a Bante from Michigan.
He gave a very interesting, shared a very interesting story. You should listen to that. How he saved a fish. Yeah. So it shows that actually, in order to save that fish, he really had to be coming forward and be active. You can please listen to that talk. Yeah, in our live stream. Okay, so let us continue with these 14 qualities that we will discuss gradually later. And so these 14 qualities are so important, so relevant to make our loving kindness complete and more effective. Okay, so let's try to be able first to distinguish. So with that, we will move to the next part of the program and move into page number 14. By coming to this practice today and doing this meditation together, we have generated so much good karma, so much good merits in our heart. Let us now share this merits with everyone else. First of all, let us recall to our mind our departed relatives, our ancestors, our family members. May they share our good merits. May they be well, happy, and peaceful wherever they may be. Idang mi ñātīnaṃ hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Idang mi ñātīnaṃ hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo. Idang mi ñātīnaṃ hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Let us also share these merits with all other living beings. If there's any being in this world who would like to share our merit, may he or she do so. May all living beings share our merits. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Ittavata ce amhi sambhatam punya sampadang sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act quicken the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana, purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have carelessly done wrong, I acknowledge them all in front of Tathagata of great wisdom and determine to be heedful. We will now chant the Loving Kindness Sutra we just started to study. And this particular sutra was given by the Buddha with great compassion for all living beings. We will chant the same sutra for you, wishing you good health, peace, and happiness, and strength and courage. Especially today, we want to extend our blessings to Rich, wishing him more good health, physical and mental strength, and all the peace in his life. And may you also recall to your mind whoever you want to share these blessings with, your family members, your friends, and keep them in your mind and share these blessings with them too. May all of you receive the blessings of the great compassion of the Buddha. Please receive the blessings of the wholesome vibration we are generating now. May you all be well, happy, strong, and peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Karaniya matta kusalena yantam santam padam abhisamicca sakko joca sojoca suvaco casanse mudu anatimani santos sakoca subaroca ampakinjoca salla ukavunti santrindriyoca nipakoca ampagambo kulesu ananugendo nachakundang samacare kinchiyena vignyo pare upapadeyum sukino vakemino hontu sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitattanapa ye kechipana buddhanti tasavata varava anavasesa digava ye mahanta
මජ්ජිමාරස්සකානුක තුලාදිට්ටාවායේව අත්දිට්ටායේච දුරේ වසන්ති අවිදුරේ භූතාවා සංභවේසීවා සම්බේ සත්තා භවන්තු සුඛිතත්තාන පරෝ පරං නිගුම්බේත නාති මඤ්ඤේත කන්ත චිනං කංචේ ව්‍යාරෝසනා පටිග සංඥානාඤ්ඤ මඤ්ඤස්ස දුක්ඛ මිච්ඡේ මාතායතානියං පුත්තං ආයුසායේක පුත්ත මනුරක්කේවං සම්බ භූතේසු මාන සංභාවයේ අපරිමාණං මෙත්තං ච සම්බ ලෝකස්මින් මාන සංභාවයේ අපරිමාණං මුද්දං අදෝච තිරියං ච අසම්බාදං අවේරං අසපත්තං තෙට්ටං චරං නිසින්නෝ වාසයානෝ වා යාව තස්ස විගද මිද්දෝ ඒතං සතින් අදිත්තේය බ්‍රහ්මමේතං විහාරං ඉදමාහෝ දෙට්ටෙන් ච අනුපගම්ම සීලවාදසංසනේන සම්පන්නෝ කාමේසු විනය්‍යගේ දන්නහි ජාතු ගම්බසෙයං පුනරේති ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන සොන්ති තේ හෝතු සම්බදා ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන සම්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන හෝතු තේ ජය මංගලං සබ්බේතියෝ විවජ්ජන්තු සම්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු මාතේ භවන්තන්තරායෝ සුඛී දීඝායුකෝ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ බුද්ධානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ ධම්මානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ සංඝානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු
Let us spend a moment of reflection. Try to recall to your mind whatever kind deed that you were able to do during your past few days. Recall to your mind an incident in which you was kind to someone, sharing something with others, or listening to someone, showing your concern, or dedicating, doing something for someone. Let us rejoice these opportunities to be kind to others. On this day or in the past, if I done kind deeds to other beings with my body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds, appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind deeds, resolving not to compare myself with others. I rejoice in those kind deeds and glad to share this joy with all beings everywhere. May my kind deeds relieve the burdens of other beings. May my kind deeds shield me from all dangers and pain. May my kind deeds and merits that come from them help me in freeing my heart. Let us now recall to our mind whatever kindness we receive from others. Think about an incident that someone was kind to you. Someone gave a gift to you. Or you noticed someone's kindness. Let us rejoice the goodness of others. On this day or in the past, if I have seen or heard of the kind deeds done by others with their body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in the goodness of others, being always ready to praise kind people and follow their example. I rejoice in the goodness of others, appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world. I rejoice in the goodness of others, expressing gratitude for any kindness done. May the kind deeds of others bring safety and happiness to many living beings. May the kind deeds of others foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings. May the kind deeds of others nurture goodness in me and many living beings. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So nice to have you all tonight, and really appreciate your commitment. And those who join our YouTube, we also appreciate your commitment to practice from home. Yes, and we want to appreciate your help for our ceremony. Last weekend we had nice ceremony, and those who ever come and help, join, deeply appreciate your participation. And it's a nice memory. I think we had one of the most successful ceremonies, rope offering ceremony. And next Saturday is the cutting ceremony of our sister temple in Accra. So I am planning to, of course, we have to be there on Friday, but I'm planning a carpool. If you are really, if you're interested to make a trip to Akron and participate in another, robe offering ceremony, it will be a nice ceremony with, a lot of, spiritual friendship and also food. So we will leave about 8 a.m. from here, and then you can come back in the evening. So if you really would like to be part of that ceremony and make a trip to our other sister temple, and please let me know. I would love to bring you there. So that is next Saturday. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, everyone. And so please come to have blessed Eastern. I look forward to see you again next Wednesday. Thank you. Please come.